In this week's video, I'm going to speak about the importance of trusting yourself when it comes to building a successful coaching business. And really, when it comes to building a fulfilling and authentic life for yourself. So this is something that has been really an ongoing lesson for myself and something that I continue to learn over and over and over again. And also something that I see with my clients. That's really, really important when it comes to building a business that we absolutely love and that is going to be profitable for us. So what happens is a lot of us have this relationship where we look back at the things that have happened in the past and we're like, I'm someone who maybe starts things and then I stop or I don't follow through. I have a tendency to procrastinate. I sabotage myself. I think I should be doing these certain things because someone else has done it or because someone else told me I should be doing it. Maybe I have a tendency to change my mind, that I feel like I need to follow, like I said, like what others are doing and not really be able to trust myself and do what I want to do or what I feel is the right thing to do. And I have seen this, like I said, show up in my business, especially where I feel like I need to be doing things a certain way because someone told me to do it that way, or because it's the way I've been taught by someone else, or someone else had success doing it. And what I have found is that I continue to strip away the layers of really what I've been told to do or to do it right. And instead, the more authentic I am, the more I follow my intuition, the more I trust myself and what I know I'm meant to be doing, the more successful my coaching business is. And the more I enjoy it and the better results my clients get. And so in this video, I want to dive into really the steps to work on building that trust with yourself so that you can build that business that feels authentic to you and that is going to be the most successful. Because the truth is, you can learn really like the steps and the systems from other people, but when it comes to really having a successful business, ultimately only you can make the best decisions for you, and only you know what really the right way for you is, okay? So how do you build that trust? That's what I'm gonna talk about. So I've got a couple steps for you. So number one is knowing what you want, knowing what your vision is for your business, for your life. And why this is essential is because we are here on earth to have a vision, to have goals, and to make those things happen. Like, I absolutely believe like that's what we're here for. And you know, because there's so much into that. Like, most of us have like this drive to give back in some ways. We want to be living the life that is really like the lifestyle we want to be living. And so really like knowing what this is for you and tapping into it, like getting clear on it. Like, what do I want my life to look like? What do I want to be doing for work? How do I want to be giving back in the world? What does this look like? Really paint the picture for yourself, because this is so important, because this gives us something to be working towards. It's much like riding a bike, right? If you're sitting on a bike and you're not moving, you're just going to fall over. And this is really what life kind of looks like. If we don't have something that we're aiming towards, something that we're going for, we're just going to kind of fall over or like run in circles, right? Because we don't know what it is we want. We don't know what we're going towards. So get really clear, and this is going to really give you that purpose and help get you into alignment because you know what it is you want, okay? So number one, getting clear on your vision for yourself, for your business, for your life. So the second piece, and this is really important, is giving yourself the space to know what it is you want. So this goes into the first one too, as far as getting clear on your vision, but it can be tricky because a lot of times our vision is based off of what we think we should want, based off of what others want, or what is seen as successful by society, or by, anyone else who is telling you what success is. And so we really have to strip away, being obsessed with outward appearances and what we think we should be doing, should being the word there, or what we should want, and really give yourself this space. This might mean getting off of social media, just giving yourself that space to know what it is you want, not what someone else wants. So don't look outward, look inward, okay? And this has been definitely a journey for me in my life, because especially with TV, with media, we have all these ideas of what we think a successful life should look like, and what we should want. And a lot of it is just the things that kind of get celebrated by society, whether it's buying a house, marriage, having kids, all these, having that successful corporate job. We have all these ideas, and you got to really strip away those layers to actually know what it is you want and what would make you happy, what would make you feel fulfilled. And so start giving yourself that space and stripping away all the shoulds and all the things that you've kind of taken on from other people as far as what you think you should want. Okay. And this really allows you to tap into that authenticity and to, start to listen to your intuition. So instead of going after things because you think you should or someone else told you to, you're doing it because you want to, okay? And the next one, number 3, is this helps with the vision piece too. So it's kind of all these are under the vision, but really understanding what values are most important to you in your life. So for me, some of the big ones, just when I was writing, thinking about this video, some of the big ones for me, right now, are freedom, courage, and authenticity. Okay. Having freedom in my life to be able to do the work I want to be doing, to live wherever I want to live, to be able to travel, to set my own schedule, to be my own boss. Those things are just non-negotiable for me. I've always known that I wanted those things. And so that's really important to me. The courage piece, having the courage to go after the things you want, having the courage to feel fear and do things anyways. I know that this is essential to building my best life and being my best self. And so that's something that's really important to me. And then authenticity, doing it all in my own way, right? That's really what this video is talking about, is trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, being authentic. But so important to me, because I have found throughout my life that when I'm going and I'm trying to create the life that looks good on the outside or looks good to other people or is what I think I should be doing, that isn't necessarily fulfilling and aligned for me. So really that authenticity piece, super important. Okay. So the next piece is really understanding the difference that we have, obviously, our brain and our logical brain, and then we have our intuition that really lives in your body. It's this knowing if something is right for you or is not right for you, if something is aligned, if something is leading you towards the life and the person you want to be, or leading you away from that, right? And so starting to work on this relationship that you have with this intuition, which, like I said, it's not in your logical brain. You're not going to sit here and reason it. And so when you try to make decisions based off of just logic, then your brain wants to know oh, why are you doing this? Or how is this all going to work? But if you can start to trust your body, which it doesn't look at the whole picture, it's not figuring out how everything's going to work, but it will guide you towards making the right decisions in the moment, piece by piece, to get you towards the things you want, to get you towards that big vision and those dreams that you have. Okay. So how do you start connecting with this knowing, with this intuition? So it does live in your body. And I feel like a lot of us kind of feel it in different places. For me, I a lot of times feel it in my solar plexus, which is kind of the space between like your sternum and your belly button. So kind of like right in here. And typically for me, how it shows up is that if something is a yes or something is leading me towards what it is I want, it feels expansive. It feels exciting. And I feel that like actually a feeling in my body. If something is a no for me, it feels kind of contractive or tightness or just I can kind of feel like, no, I don't really want to do that. And I've really been trusting that more and more and finding that that is leading me towards doing the things I want to be doing in a way that feels good to me. Okay. So start tapping into that feeling in your body as opposed to always trying to logically make these decisions that just don't lead you to living your most authentic and fulfilling life. Like if you're making all your decisions based off of logic, you end up bored, you end up unfulfilled, because your logical brain is always trying to figure everything out and looking, way ahead. And that's just not how life always works, especially when you're trying to create your most fulfilling, exciting life. So start trusting that intuition in your body. Okay. And the last step is taking action. So once you get that answer from your body, taking action on it, because in order to continue to build that relationship with your intuition, you have to take action on it, or your intuition starts shutting down. It stops speaking to you because you're ignoring it, or you're not even aware of it because you've ignored it for so long, right? Like it's always there, but sometimes like the more we tap into it, the stronger it gets. So start taking action when you get those intuitive hits, and it may not make sense to you right now. Like I said, you may not be able to see the whole path of how everything is going to work out. But start trusting that and taking action. Okay. So important. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know your biggest takeaway from today's video. Do you find that you are trusting your intuition and that is leading you on your life? Or do you have a really hard time with this and you feel like you're always up in your head, over analyzing everything, trying to make the most logical decisions, and just kind of see how this has brought you to where you are now in your life, okay? Can you start tapping into that intuition and trusting yourself more and making decisions from what you want, okay? And what's aligned for you. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Hit the little bell if you want to get notifications each time I post a new video. And I want to thank you so much for joining me in this week's video. If you want to dive a bit deeper into building your business, I'm going to put an awesome little worksheet for you below to tap into really who your ideal client is and your messaging. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and click on the link below this video. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.